All right. Let's hit go live. Wherever you're listening in from, I'm glad you're here. Hi. Let me just make sure. What are those green things at the bottom? My system health is poor. Oh dear. Go live. Let's try this again. A little bit of connectivity trouble. Is it because I have my door open? Dear me. Okay. Here I am. Can you hear me? It says my system health is not good. It seems I'm doubling in some places. Well, let's dive in. We're already a minute into this. Yes, you can hear my hands. Blah, blah, blah. Maybe I should open my door and get that connectivity better. If you can listen, go ahead and leave a note in the comments. The comments are live, so I can say it. See them. Just let me know if you can hear me. If you're listening live, hashtag live. If you're listening on repeat, go ahead and let me know that. I'm going to open the door and see if I can get a little bit better connection. Give me 1 second here. There we go. You may notice that I am in a different location than I normally am. It's Elizabeth on the go. Elizabeth on the go. I'm away. I'm in the southern part of Austria in Klagenfurt, which is pretty cool with my family. But I want to come out. I want to reach you live, and I want to connect. So if you can hear me, leave a comment. And if you can't, do leave a comment so that I can know and try and fix that. Juggling the technical stuff and the content stuff all at the same time. It's a lot, but I'm here and we're doing it. So yeah, and what is our topic for today? It is, yes, you can conquer your inner critic this weekend. This weekend, I mean, imagine Monday, how different things could feel on Monday if you conquer your inner critic. So what does that mean? I mean, yeah, that's a bold claim, like conquer it in a weekend, like by Monday. It's a bold claim. I know it sounds like a lot. Even I'm kind of hesitant to say it myself, except I've seen the results. Many of my clients, people who've tested this system with me, gave me feedback. I get thank you notes. I get messages, emails, just talking about this weight lifted off their shoulders, a freedom they experience just by working through this process. And it's not impossible. You can have it too. That's what I want for you. And that's why I'm offering this session. And this session is part of a series I'm doing for the next 2 weeks, all about conquering your inner critic. So let's dive in. Let's get started. And again, just give me a note in the comments if you can hear me, if you can't hear me. Love to get that feedback. And this is interactive in a way. I mean, it's LinkedIn Live, so I can't invite you on the stage, but any comments you write, anything, I'll read them aloud. I'll either answer them live, or if I don't get to them while we're live, because I have a lot of content to get through in a short amount of time, then I'll definitely follow up with you afterwards. So definitely connect with me, leave comments, speak up. And also another little technical note, if you want the notes from this session, just tag me in a comment, say you want the notes, or send me a private message, and I'll give you all the notes from the session. Now, are you ready to be seen and recognized for the value that you offer? You want to feel that rush, just that excitement, knowing that the words that you use, your knowledge, your experience is actually making the world a better place? Because I'm here to tell you it is time to lift your confidence. Just lift that up, make yourself stronger, and show your inner critic who is boss. We're going to do that today. And I'll give you a little spoiler alert. Hold on a second, adjusting my shirt. Spoiler alert, it's you. You're the boss. I'm going to show you how to do this in 4 simple, proven steps. But wait, who am I and why should you listen to me? Hi, I'm Elizabeth. I'm a verbal branding expert showing busy professionals like you how to attract attention, wow audiences, and this is key, kick imposter syndrome to the curb. Yes, so that they can get to yes. That means yes, new relationships, yes, new partnerships, yes, new business deals, yes, promotions, yes to everything. Whatever it is you want to get, let's get there together. So listen, all the struggles, all the challenges and difficulties that you faced up till now, it's led you to here. It's your experience. It's your history. It's your story. It's what you know. You've overcome them. And here you are today. And now you take all that with you, all your learnings, all your past stories. And now how you choose to move forward is entirely up to you. You're in the driver's seat. And the good news is that I'm here to remove all the guesswork so you can activate your most successful you, activate your inner coach, and become and let other people see the peak performer that you are. And today our topic, as I said, is conquering your inner critic. More specifically, how to change the game. Because there's a game, there's a weird dynamic there. Okay, it's probably toxic, but yeah, it's there. And I'm going to show you, wait, I'm getting some notes over here. What's this? Alerts. Okay. We're still good. Everything's good. All right. Sorry, I got bleeps and buzzes. And last time that was a bit of a problem, but here we are. We're live. Everything's running. So we were talking about our topic for today, how to activate your inner coach because you are the best advocate for yourself. And yes, you can conquer your inner critic this weekend. Yes. I'm excited about this. Do I seem overexcited? Probably, but it's amazing. I mean, there's nothing to compare to that feeling of accomplishment and joy when you're finally doing the things that you've been wanting to do for years. And in this session, it's going to be short. It's going to be sweet. I'm going to dig deep into the topic of imposter syndrome, the fear of failure, that dreaded boogie monster, analysis paralysis. And I'll show you a proven system you can use right away to navigate the muddy waters of indecision and just rise above the murkiness of self-doubt. Let's do this. Let's do this. Yeah, let's dive in. And again, leave comments. I'll see them live. And if I don't answer you right away, I will get back to you after the live session. And if you want the notes, just send me a message, give me some hearts, give me some loves. Tell me you want the notes from this session. So conquer your inner critic. And yes, you can change this dynamic. You can. I believe in you. Other people have done it. I've done it. You can do it too. I'm going to run through them pretty quickly as this is a light lunch so you can get back on with your day. But I want to give you that tip. You can do this. So number one is getting to know your inner critic. This is about really taking a step back, listening. What are those messages? And you want to listen and notice patterns, and so that eventually you can learn to recognize the messages that come from your inner critic. And the thing that many people find is that after a while, after going through this process, they notice that perhaps these messages are often from someone or some when in their past. So who is this? Who is your inner critic? There are some messages that are aggressive. You look stupid. You look ugly. You look fat. Nobody wants to hear your ideas. And all of your accomplishments were just lucky chances. Okay, so that's more of that monster. But the other side, one that many people don't think about, is the charming or the calming inner critic. This is where it gets to be really tricky to recognize. Just stay home. You know what? You need a break. Hey, have another piece of cake, hon. It'll be fine. You know that? Yeah. It's about taking the time to dig deeper and find out who your inner critic is. Because these voices, they're recorded messages that we carry with us because they work. They work at holding us back. I've heard from clients and also from my own experience, there's a lot of different voices these inner critics can take. We can have the judge who's condemning, scaredy cat who's fearful, an avoider, imposter syndrome, claiming that you're a fraud, the fear of being found out, people pleaser, a victim, a perfectionist, a controller, and a distractor. Yeah, the distractor, the one who keeps showing shiny new bling bling things so that we never actually finish what we set out to do or accomplish those goals that take more time. I'm getting a call and I'm going to ask them to remind me to call back. And I'm going to continue in the session with you so we can get through all 4 of these steps in light lunch time, which is set to be 20 minutes. I'm trying to limit myself here, and we're already halfway and only 1 step in. So let's go ahead and dive into step number 2. Step number 2, and again, I'm going to give you the notes. Just send me a note and let me know you want the notes. I'll send them right to you. So step number 2 is getting real about what you're meant to do. And this is something, when people give advice like just do it, ignore those messages, rise above it, you're better than that, just do it, like Nike. And Nike, I think there's something more there, because here's the surprising twist. Your inner critic actually has a positive purpose: self-regulation. Right? So if we just go out and say yes to everything, do everything, believe we're the best in all areas of our life, yeah, maybe that's not the best thing, right? It's good to have an accurate assessment where our strengths are, where our weaknesses are, and how to work with them. So, yeah. Exactly. When your inner critic nudges you to grow and improve and tries to keep you in check. And so we want to be aware of that. Now, of course, I have to admit that the tactics and the boundaries of our inner critics are usually way out of line, right? They use really negative comments, hold us back where we shouldn't be held back. And the key is not to lose that positive element of protection. Our inner critic is actually trying to protect us. And I can hear your questions now. But Elizabeth, how can I know what is protection, the good stuff, and what is prevention, the stuff that's holding me back from what I actually want? And here I want to give you 2 quick filters. So one is actually from the step 1. The messages that you're hearing right now, are they new for this specific situation and event? Or is this, again, repeated messages from someone or someone in your past? So that's kind of recording that. It's just a message that's applied everywhere to hold you back. The second filter is, what are the possible outcomes? Now, this takes a critical approach, maybe deep thinking here. What are possible outcomes when I do this thing? Or when I don't do this thing, depending on the situation. Try and think about both the positive and the negative. Stay factual. And if one of these possible outcomes that you list out is actually what you really want and deserve, that's a clue. That's a clue. This may be on the negative side, right? This is on prevention, keeping you back from what you really want. And so that's where we get into step number 3, changing the game, reframing messages in a way that actually benefits you and your vision. Okay, changing the game. I'm getting some more bleeps and blobs and okay, good, super, we're good. I have to keep checking around. So if you're just tuning in, my name's Elizabeth from Talk with ECM, and today we're talking about conquering your inner critic by this weekend. Or no, this weekend. You can do it in a weekend. So that means by Monday of next week. If you want the notes, send me a note, tag me in a message, and I will send you the notes. Speaking of the notes, where are my notes? There are my notes. So we're talking about changing the game. This is step 3. This is the inner work. This is the inner work where you are rewriting the script. It's time to flip the script and change the narrative. So instead of just replaying those messages like a broken record and harshly judging yourself, this is where you make a decision. You decide with intention, I'm going to embrace self-compassion, and I'm going to change the way that I hear these messages, the value and attention I give to them, and the way that I respond. So this is where we're changing the game. Now, of course, there are different ways to respond to your inner critic depending on which type you have, which voice it has, how it demeans you. Do you have kind of that aggressive voice or the calming voice that holds you back? And it's really important to figure out the exact type you have, which is why I made a quiz. A quiz? I mean, a quiz. And I'm going to put the link in the comment section right now. So you can just take that quiz right now. Quiz. I'll put it all in bold. Should I have had this prepared beforehand? Perhaps. So there it is. And I'm coming over here and I'm putting it here. Take the quiz. There you go. And what's really great about this quiz, I've shared it with a lot of my clients and they love it and they say it's really fun. And the thing I do is you get the results even without giving an email address. So it's quick, it's easy, it's clear questions, the results are clear, and it helps take you through the process of discerning what kind of voice you have, what kind of voice you're listening to that's holding you back, so that you can know the exact type of response that fits your situation, your inner critic, and your needs. But today, I'm going to just share one of the example tactics. It's called the best friend rule, because friends give friends advice. I have 3 minutes here, and I'm going to fly through this. And friends give friends good advice, usually, or at least they try to, right? So when you're in a situation, let's say to apply for a new job, to take a trip, to go to an improv event that you've never tried before, and you feel nervous and the inner critic is going, the sound bites are just flipping off in your head like a broken record. You can't do this. Or maybe you've given a pitch and you made a mistake and it didn't work out. So ask yourself in this situation, what advice you'd give to a friend. If a friend expressed feelings of self-doubt, hopefully say, you can't do anything right, or you're so stupid, nobody likes you. We wouldn't say that to a friend. And yet, we're pretty quick to say these hurtful things to ourselves. Why is that? Instead, I guess you'd be more likely to offer a friend kind and encouraging words like, listen, you made a mistake. I get it. It sucks, but it's not the end of the world. These parts of your presentation were good. Or listen, it's only one day and it's unlikely you're going to lose your job over that. Shake it off, learn from it. Let's move on. And the main point of this, the best friend rule, is to aim to treat yourself equally as kind as you treat a friend and apply those words of encouragement to your life. So now we're coming up to 20 minutes and I want to give you the fourth and final step, and that's activating your inner coach. This is your chance to, because you have the choice to create sustainable change and activate your inner coach. So now that you've set the attention and flipped the script, you've practiced it, you tried it, maybe you're starting to feel some of those results. After setting that intention, now it's time to start creating an ecosystem of support for yourself. That means not only activating your inner coach, but like strengthening those muscles. Your inner coach, and I have clear guides for this. You can also do it on your own by setting smart goals, achievable goals that are broken down into clear action steps. Then an inner coach would encourage you to celebrate milestones and accomplishments, no matter how small they are, and to change your focus. A few mindset shifts that are super are to focus on progress, not perfection, right? Because always we're in progress, we're moving forward. Even when we make the worst, biggest mistake of our life, that's progress. We tried something we haven't done before. We learned from our mistake. We learned what's not going to work. Focus on progress, not perfection. Support. Seek and create an ecosystem of support for yourself. That's guidance and mentorship from those who inspire you. from those who nurture and encourage your growth. These are the people you want to surround yourself with. Create a community, a nurturing community for yourself, and get connected with others who support you. If you need help with that, let me know. I'm building a community myself, and we'd love to have you in it. So again, I'm going to wrap this up now. And I just want to say, if you'd like the notes from this session, if you're listening live, #live, or on the repeat, #repeat, you can leave a comment, tag me in a comment, or send me a private message with a heart. Let me know you want the notes. I'll send them directly to you. And take the quiz. I already left the link in the comments, and in this quiz, the questions are clear and direct, and you get the results without even having to give an email address or anything. And I'll send you a report with more nuanced approaches to how to actually respond, specific scripts and things you can use to respond to your inner critic in moments of crisis, because I want that for you, and you want that for you, right? Of course, right? So again, this is a light lunch. I'm trying to run these every Wednesday through the end of September. I'd love if you can join me, block out the time in your schedule. Minutes, 20 to 30 minutes, so that you still have time to eat and do other things that you need to do during your lunch break. So we can meet here on Wednesdays, and you can get that boost you need for the rest of your week. Again, I'm Elizabeth. Thanks for joining me here, and take the quiz. I promise you're going to love it.